Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I'm going to show you how I made these awesome witchy potion Halloween decorations on the cheap. They look so good and I was so happy that they look so nice versus cheaper quality but more costly decor from the store. If you want to use the labels I created, they are available for free on my Facebook page. I have the link below to easily print them out. I will be making more Halloween DIY decor, so subscribe for more. I'm going to quickly go over how to adjust labels the easiest way possible just in case you want a certain size. I use cardstock and Mod Podge to glue them on to make it more affordable and adjustable. It worked perfectly. To make a custom size, first measure your bottle and determine what size you want the label to be. I highly suggest going to canva.com. You get 5 free downloads every day and can adjust in inches, so you will know exactly the size they will print out. I always use Canva. I even use Canva to make these labels, so you can even make your own, and it's totally free. First, go to Create a Design and click Custom Size. Put in 8.5 by 11 inches, which is the size of a standard piece of paper. Now go to Upload and add your label. Add your label to the paper and then click Position. You can see at the bottom there's inches. Simply adjust the label to the inches you want and it'll print out in those dimensions. I'm also going to show you how to make labels that are different shapes. Measure your bottle, click Elements, and then type in circle, heart, or whatever shape you want, and these frames will pop up. Add the frame you want and click Position again. Adjust the inches to the size you want. Add the label and then you can hover it over the frame to see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, right click and press Detach Image. Click the crop button and try cropping the image. It may take a few tries to get it to fit properly, but it shouldn't take you more than 3 or 4 tries to get it where you want. Print your labels out and start cutting. I have a paper cutter, but scissors are fine. If it's not perfect, it won't be noticeable once all the other decoration is placed on the bottle. For uneven edges from cutting, you can take a nail file to straighten them out. I suggest cutting all the labels out first so you can save time and stick them all on at once. If you're making glitter bottles, you can stick the labels on before or after. I also like this Mod Podge method over labels because there's room for any error and adjusting since the glue doesn't dry right away. I also wanted to show you how much glitter I have left after these projects. You only need a little glitter to cover the bottles. Let's get into the details of how I made the pumpkin spice potion. I used paint to color the liquid, but you can also use food coloring. This bottle was kind of my experimental bottle, so I used a few different liquids to see how they would mix. First, I mixed orange paint with mineral oil and then poured it in. Next, I used rubbing alcohol with the dark autumn color. To finish it off, I used regular water and more orange, and I added some glitter. For this combo, I would say just water would have done well. The multiple liquids didn't create much variation like I thought. The glitter did add some sparkle and I just love the way it came out. But I think you could recreate this with just water, orange coloring, and glitter to get the same results. I use wax melts for the wax, but you can also use crayons. I melted the wax with a heat gun. It's the easiest and fastest, but you can also use a microwave. Also, a quick cleanup tip: when cleaning the excess wax, remelt the leftover and then soak it up with a paper towel and wipe away any residue. I glued the cork down with hot glue and added some ivy from outside. You can use fake ivy or any leaf, real or fake. And then I just slowly poured the wax over the cork and then added my pumpkin topper while the wax was still wet. Next we have Ghostly Giggles. To add the glitter, when the label is on, just carefully apply Mod Podge to the bottle. There is kind of a ridge because cardstock is thicker, so it's easy to not get any on it. If you do though, you can coat the label in Mod Podge and it will cover any shiny spots from mistakes and it'll just make the whole label kind of shiny. Then just pour the glitter over the wet glue. For this one, I regretted using the darker bottle with the light glitter. It didn't come out as solid as I wanted, so I peeled the label off and stuck it to a clear bottle. It was still a little blotchy, so I decided to add water with white paint to get rid of the splotchiness. You can see the contrast here, it worked perfectly. I glued the cork down and started to add the clear ornaments. I just hot glued them around and create a fake bubbling effect. You can add as many as you want till it looks good to you. Next we have Spooky Sparkle Serum, our witchy beauty spell. This one was easy. I just added water and mica powder and then sealed the cork down and added the wax and topper just like the pumpkin spice bottle. I forgot to record when I poured the wax on this one. I think I turned it off on accident. This one is actually my favorite. I love the way it turned out. I also think it would look really cool with purple inside because it's kind of like witchy color, but I did blue. Then we have Fizzing Frog Juice. I glued the glitter down, just like the Ghostly Giggle one. And for the bubbles, I wanted them to be green, so I added acrylic paint to the inside of the bubbles and then shook it around till it was covered. If you have spots that are missing paint, just kind of smack it on the counter and it covers it really easily. Then I glued them all on like before. Next is Furry Friend formula. I added the glitter first for this one and then just added the black ornaments to the bottle. In my opinion, this little method is one of the easiest ones if you just want to do it real quick. Just cover them in glitter, or you can even paint the bottles with paint if you don't want to use liquid, and you can pour wax on it. I mean, literally you can just paint it with paint you have at home, use a wine bottle, melt up some crayons, print out a label. This is like the easiest method and they look awesome. You know, once they're all together, they look really good. And finally, we have Fang-Tastic Love Serum. For this one, I added half mineral oil with mica powder and half water with mica powder. The results were cool, but the mineral oil absorbed the mica from the water, but I loved it because it created this half red, half clear situation. But if you do this method, you don't have to add the mica to the water after all because it'll just go away. And then I used melted crayons to create a dripping wax effect. And that is it. That is all 6 bottles I made. I hope you love them. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Have a great Halloween season, and make sure you subscribe. I will be making more Halloween and decor videos. Make sure you go to my Facebook. The labels are there. You can just save them to your phone, print them out from your phone or your computer. They're one of my most recent posts. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.